A new study has some women concerned. It shows using the newest forms of birth control may be increasing women's chances of developing breast cancer by as much as 38%. So what will doctors do now when it comes to prescribing it for patients? KXAN's Alicia Inns tracked down local doctors to ask them that tonight.
The link between hormonal contraceptives and cancer is nothing new. But research out of Denmark,
so this was really new,
surprised some doctors. Turns out those newer birth control pills don't lower breast cancer risk. A study in a New England Journal of Medicine following nearly 2 million women found their risk jumped 20%. After 10 years, it grew to nearly 40%.
And all of those women who are out there today saying, see, I told you, there's still a problem. There's still a problem.
Austin doctors say this now changes the conversation with their patients.
Because now you're not just talking about the risk of developing blood clots or venous thromboembolism. This is now one of those that you got to talk about because it's really serious.
Doctors tell me it's an important conversation to have, but on average, doctors only have about 12 minutes per patient.
So when you go into your physician and you have 12 minutes of his or her time, it's your valuable time and it's their valuable time too, but come prepared.
Her big takeaway, your doctor should be having more detailed discussions with you before prescribing birth control and following up if it does get prescribed.
I think that people will weigh their choices a little bit differently today.
And speaking of choices, there are some forms of birth control that don't release those hormones into the body, like some IUDs and condoms. Those are options to consider as well, Sydney.
Now, Alicia, if you're watching this right now, you're a woman, you're on birth control, and you're wondering, gosh, what do I do? What's the recommendation?
Yeah, so I think it's pretty scary for a lot of people, but the doctors say do not panic. In fact, the one thing you should do is actually do your homework. So if you're watching at home and you have any history of maybe breast cancer in your family, you can also do self-breast exams at home, then call your doctors, bring in an actual sheet of questions to ask them. That way you're going to end up with more time with them, hopefully get the answers that you need.
Good idea. Good recommendations. Thanks so much, Alicia.